Hi, happy International Women's Day. It's Small Business Tuesdays. My name is Jenny Boom Boom. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, I feature businesses from all over the United States now. They come on here and tell us all about their business, everything that they got going on, how they got their start, and how they're surviving post-pandemic. So yes, we are here and we just love this show. Every Tuesday, make sure and watch the whole show all the way through, because every business that comes on, they offer a special deal for the folks that are watching the show. So you might get some really great deals tonight. In fact, I know you will. So make sure and watch the whole entire show. Small Business Tuesdays is brought to you every week by Domain Entertainment Group. Rick Ross and Jeezy will be performing live March 26th at Foxwoods. Get your tickets. You don't want to miss Rick Ross and Jeezy. Tickets are available right now at foxwoods.com. And again, it's Domain Entertainment Group that's throwing that show. Let me see who's joining us first tonight for our small businesses. Visuals, it looks like first. Curtis. Oh, there he is. Hi, Curtis.
Oh, wow. You just threw me up first. What's up? How you doing?
I'm sorry, Curtis. Well, I just picked whoever was there, so I apologize if I put you on the spot. Tell me a little bit about
definitely.
Your website is centerpointvisuals.com. You're a photographer, a videographer. How did you get started with your business?
So I got started in photography about 4 years ago. I did music for a long time in my life, and long story short, the older I got, the more I was just like, all right, it's just not working out. I need to find something different to do with my life. And I basically just kind of ran into photography and videography. I sat for like a good year doing absolutely nothing creative. That's not me. I can't do that. I have to be doing something. So I just got into watching YouTube videos, and I saw what a lot of people were doing. I was like, that doesn't look that hard. Let me try this out. So I literally just started, shooting videos and photos with my phone. And when I got comfortable with it, I'm like, all right, now it's time to get a good program to learn how to edit with. After I got comfortable with that, it's like, all right, I'm good here. Let me get an actual good camera and just teach myself how to do it. And it's all self-taught. It's Google, it's YouTube, it's, working with other people who are, well more crafted in at the time than I was. And just collaborating and practice. You can't do nothing sitting home. You got to go out and get it on.
So Curtis, what kind of music do you like to create? I just need to know this.
So I was a rapper. I was really big into hip hop and R&B. My counterpart that I did that he was a singer was Rafael Rodriguez. I actually sent you a video we just shot for him recently, and he's still out there doing his thing. He's one of my best friends. But yeah, I was very big into hip hop and R&B. We were always in Hartford and all over Connecticut and New York and Pennsylvania. We traveled out as much as possible to get the name out. You gotta do what you gotta do for the grind.
Absolutely. And now you're grinding with your photography and videography business.
Now I'm behind the scenes.
You do headshots, portraits, weddings. You take pics of architecture, I saw. What kind of pictures are your favorite to take?
So my favorite is actually events and the weddings. I love getting the candid shots because it's your most natural element that I'm capturing. So I do like doing portraits and families, but it's posing and make sure you smile. And some people aren't really comfortable in front of the camera. So you really have to make sure that you're doing what you can to make, your client comfortable as possible. When you're doing events and candid shots and behind the scenes type stuff, you're getting in the moment, natural feelings, natural looks, and all the candid stuff. And to me, those pictures seem to come out the best because you're seeing the inner light in people that sometimes they don't see themselves. Yeah,
it's funny because some of the folks that I deal with, when they're taking pictures of me, they're like, can you just be more natural? Because I'm all posed like.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, can you be more natural? Like, no, I can't. What do I got to do?
I'm trying to stretch my wrinkles out. I'm like.
Right.
I'm trying to do that. But that's amazing. And for weddings, I mean, if you're the photographer, are you also the videographer?
No. I definitely won't do both at the same time. So what I do is I'm very big on working with other people. I'm big on collaboration. So I love being able to be in a position where I can say, hey, they need me for two things. I'm not going to do both at the same time. Like, there's no way to put that pressure on myself. But it gives the opportunity for me to work with new people and say, hey, I'm going to make you some money now too. So I always subcontract stuff like that out if there's something I can't handle. Even when I do work by myself, we only want one photographer because, this is our budget. I always bring somebody along, whether it's, a second photographer or an assistant, just somebody, because being a one-man show at that point, you know, I got stuff to carry. I have to switch out lenses or switch out, you know, different things or talk to certain people, help pose people. You're always gonna need more than one person. So I always extend that out to people like, hey, I got this gig. You want to come along? And it helps out a lot because it gets them introduced into what I'm doing as well.
Yeah, I know that it's an exhausting day. Any photographer that I
Oh,
see
yeah.
do is like, I am exhausted from that wedding. How many pictures do you think you take at a wedding?
At a wedding, I mean, whew, I can easily come home with like 1,500 to 2,000 photos.
Oh,
I take a lot of photos because a lot of times I take like burst shots because especially the more people you're gonna get in the photo, there's always one person with their eyes closed or looking over there. Like, what were you looking at? Everybody else was looking at me. What were you doing over there? So I like
right.
to take a good like 5 to 6 shots of almost every pose I do because one of those is gonna be a good one.
Well,
So I definitely come home with a lot.
it's about to get warm out and you're about to get booked up. So
I I'm looking forward to
do you
it.
have any availability, Curtis, over there at Center Point Visuals
Yeah,
coming up?
yeah, I definitely do it. I always put my stuff out there. My website is a one-stop shop. It has my phone number, my email, my Facebook, my Instagram, everything's there. I'm always posting on social media. If I have specials going on, I make sure I post those out. I'm very big on keeping up with past clients as well as promoting for new clients.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So again, that website is centerpointvisuals.com. And you have a special for the folks watching tonight, correct?
Yes, definitely. So if you're a current client or a past client or somebody new watching this and you're looking for photos or some type of video work, definitely you know, feel free to put it in here, DM me, email centerpointvisuals@gmail.com, hit up the website, there's contact information there. And let me know, like, hey, I saw you on Jenny Boom Boom TV live and I want my discount. And I will give you 20% off your photo shoot or your video within the next week of this video. So make sure you hit up that link ASAP.
That's awesome. That's so generous, Curtis.
Definitely.
Well, like I said, you're about to be running like a crazy person the next few months as soon as it starts getting warm.
Looking forward to it.
Weddings are now, I guess, officially really, really back now.
Yeah,
Because I know
yeah.
last year was a little bit iffy for folks. So now weddings are really back. You're going to be going crazy.
That's what it is. I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I like the hustle and bustle of being at events and the weddings because I'm an antsy person. I don't like just sitting still. So me running around doing like, oh, let me go over here to get a photo. Let me go over here. Let me go over there. Let me go back there. I actually like that, and I
Yeah.
get my little cardio in too. And
Well,
come
you
out there
seem
sweating.
like such a nice person. I'm sure anybody would love to have you at any of their events. So again,
That's
that
awesome.
website
Thank
is
you.
centerpointvisuals.com. Make sure and reach out to Curtis from Centerpoint Visuals. Thanks so much, Curtis. I appreciate you being on the show.
No, definitely. Thank you for having me.
And check back with us in a couple of months after you know have a million weddings.
I definitely will.
Okay, take care.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Again, Small Business Tuesday is brought to you tonight by Domain Entertainment Group. Rick Ross and GC will be performing live March 26th at Foxwoods. You can just X out, Curtis. It's okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you. Get your tickets right now at foxwoods.com for that dope show. GZ and Rick Ross together. Wow. Okay. Let me see who we're going to bring on next. I believe it's going to be Latoya. Hi, Latoya. Is your sound on, Latoya? Hello? Oh, there you go, darling. Okay, you're Latoya Henry from Chloe 7 Hair Company, LLC. Welcome to you. You are located in South Windsor, and your website is Chloe7, SEVYN, hairco.com. Your motto is, it's not just hair, it's therapy.
That's
therapy. Right. You offer single hair bundles, closures, frontals, wigs, ponytails, mink lashes, headbands, scarves, and more. So how did you get started with your business, Chloe 7 Hair?
So I started in 2018, and the reason why I started is because after having both of my children, I experienced a lot of postpartum hair loss, a lot of shedding, and I had never had any issues with my hair prior to having children. So when this happened to me, it was devastating. It took a toll on my self-esteem because, you know, as a woman, our hair is a part of our beauty. So one of my hairdressers I was going to at the time said, hey, why don't you think about hair extensions? I had never worn hair extensions prior to my kids. So I started wearing them and it made me feel so good. Like my self-esteem came back, that, you know, the density was flowing. So I felt good. So as I started like vocalizing what I was going through as a new mom, I started meeting other moms that were experiencing the postpartum hair loss, losing their edges, a lot of shedding. So as I started talking to them, I started telling them how hair extensions made me feel so good. So they started wearing them. So one day I was laying in the bed with my husband and he's like, why don't you just start your own hair extension company? And I was like, oh my God, how do I even start? Where do I even begin? So I started researching different types of textures, different types of grades, because I wanted to provide the best hair for women. Because not only do I want them to look good, I want them to feel good, because I was once that lady that did not feel good. So my whole motto is, it's not just hair, it's therapy. And I'm also a licensed clinical social worker. So I know how it feels when women experience depression and low self-esteem. So I'm the type of person, if you call me, even if you don't buy from me, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to educate you because I want you to be satisfied and I want you to be happy.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So was the doctor able to tell you, to diagnose why you were losing your hair after you had your children?
Yes, I went to a dermatologist. At the time, I was perming my hair because that was the thing. So I had started perming my hair. I went to a dermatologist and he was like, anything recent? And I'm like, well, I had my daughter, who the company is named after, Chloe 7. I said, well, I just had my daughter like a few months ago. And he's like, uh-huh. And he was like, can you start taking Rogaine for women? So I started taking Rogaine for women. He was like, it's just some things that women go through. Your hair may come back, it might not. So the Rogaine for women stopped the hair loss, but the density never came back. So it was devastating. It took a toll on me mentally. And like I said, the hair extensions really made me feel good. The wigs, like I have a closure one on right now. I can switch it up just in case my husband want me to look a different way, you know. So it really helped.
And it looks like your hair.
Yeah.
It looks natural.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It really does. So talk to me a little bit about your Mink Lashes, because I know I've talked to some other folks. Mink Lashes are super durable. You can use them over and over, correct?
Yeah. So my Mink Lashes, you can wear up to 25 times, as long as you care for them. So you have to clean them. And my top 3, I had them here, which all my Mink Lashes are named after my friends.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so all my friends, I have Derry, who's a little bit more natural. I have Ariana, I have Morgan. Like, these are my top sellers. And they're just, lashes they're like icing on cake. They make everything pop. They make everything look good. So as long as you take care of them, they will last up to 25 wears.
Wow, 25 wears. That's crazy good. That's so good. And they're not even that, they're not expensive for that time that you get to wear them. They're really pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, they're $10. I tried to make even my hair extensions more affordable. I know a lot of people sell hair extensions in Connecticut, and I try to make them affordable for the everyday working person, because sometimes extensions could cost up to thousands of dollars, and I want women to be able to afford them to make them feel good.
Right. That's awesome. And then also you have the headbands and scarves too.
Yeah, I have headbands. Ladies, I got edge scarves to lay your edges down. Even if you don't wear hair extensions, but you drink coffee or tea, I even got my mugs.
I saw it on your website. I love your website, Chloe7hairco.com. I love it. It's like everything's just laid out for you. It's perfect. Now, you said that you do speak to females and whoever might want to purchase, hair extensions or whatever. So you do have consultations. Do you have the consultations through Zoom, where you can actually look at someone's face and hair? Have you gotten that deep yet, or is it just over the phone? How does it work?
So it can be, I've done them over the phone. I've done them in Zoom. I've even done them in person, because some women, like, I want you to actually see my hair. I want you to see my texture, to tell me what texture bundles will actually match my hair. So however, if you're local, I'm coming out to you. I don't mind.
Oh, that's amazing. Because I think people probably do, have questions when it comes to this. They really do. And going to just one of those stores to get like a hair bundle or whatever they might need, I don't think is as effective as talking to someone that has been through this experience.
Absolutely. I even provide like hair care tips. Anytime you purchase from me, I make sure that I give my customers a pamphlet for aftercare, because these hair bundles are an investment. They're not cheap. So I want people to be able to know the things like the different shampoos, how to make sure that you comb them every night so they don't get matted. So it's a process. It's like taking care of your real hair. So I make sure that I educate my customers. I follow up with them after they purchase from me. So I just always want women to, when they purchase from me, feel good about the purchase.
That's awesome. I also saw that on your website that you have a deal for every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. So every Wednesday I call it my Unbelievable Wednesday sale. So I have bundles starting at $55 to make it more affordable. So Wednesdays are like my top selling days. I have women DMing me at like 7 in the morning, like, I need this because I sell out on hand so quickly. And then if you have to order through my website, it takes a little bit longer for people to get their hair. So they're like texting me like, please save this hair for me. I'm coming to you. So yeah, I try to make deals as much as possible. Mother's Day deals, Valentine's Day deals, so that people get a chance to be able to experience hair extensions at a low cost.
Now, I also saw that, I mean, you did say that you do meet people in person, but you do ship out your products as well.
Yes, I ship worldwide. I have customers in Atlanta, DC, North Carolina, Baltimore, Boston. Like, I ship wherever you guys need me to ship, I will ship to you.
That's awesome. That's so great. So what is the best way to order from you?
My website is the best way, but you guys can call me 860-470-HAIR. I tried to make the number as easy as possible.
That's good. 860-470-HAIR. I like that.
Right.
I can remember that forever. That's a good number right there. And again, the website is chloe7hairco.com. You have a special for the folks watching tonight?
Yes, guys. I am providing you guys 10%. Use the code small business SMALLBIZ 10, and you guys are gonna get 10% off anything online. And it's already started. I already entered the code, so you guys can start ordering if you want.
That's great. That's amazing. Latoya, thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
You thought of everything, and your business is booming, and congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was nice to meet you, too.
It's nice to meet you, Latoya. I want to see you again. I want to see you again.
I want to see you again, too.
I want to see you. But in fact, you know what would be really fun? Now, I don't know what your, availability looks like, but I do have that happy hour down at Guilty Kitchen and Lounge. A lot of small businesses
Fridays, right?
We invite all small businesses to come down to promote yourself, bring your business cards, but you can also bring products to sell while you're down there. Yes, a lot of folks are bringing like jewelry down and all kinds of different things. When they sit down at their table, they just kind of put it out, and people are walking around and buying things at this point. Oh, wow. So if you're interested in coming, just let me know you're going to be there so I can promote that you'll be there. Oh, absolutely. And you could bring some of your products down as well.
Thank you. I'm going to take you up on that offer.
Yeah, we need a drink together, girl.
Right, we do.
She said, we do. I said, yes, we do. It's only Tuesday. It's been a rough week for
That's
me.
All right. It's been a rough week.
Bonnie, I'll tell you all about it, Latoya. All right, have a great night. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey. And again, Small Business Tuesdays is brought to you by Domain Entertainment Group. Rick Ross and Jeezy will be performing. Thank you, Tony. I love you too. We'll be performing live March 26th at Foxwoods. Get your tickets at foxwoods.com. Let's see who is up next. All right. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, how are you there, Jen from Big Red Bird Publishing House? Your website is bigredbird.org, and your other IG is Big Red Book Truck. And it says on your website you are bringing the bookstore to the block. I love everything that you're doing. So talk to me about your publishing and everything you got going on, Jen.
First and foremost, I have to show off my Chloe bag. I definitely had a bundle or two from my girl Toya. So
that's amazing.
Harper Girls doing it. And so congrats, Toya, and good to be in good company with you guys. So Jennifer Wilder, I am a published author who transitioned into being a bookseller. And so I saw that there was a need to kind of bring books to the people, right? And so if we wanted to buy a book, there's like libraries all over the city, which, you know, Hartford Public Library does a really good thing. But if people wanted to purchase a book, you have to go into West Hartford, Glastonbury, Farmington, to a Barnes and Noble, a big box store, in order to get, there's Key Bookstore, can't forget. True Books is out there, definitely, but I focus primarily and unintentionally and unapologetically on children's books. So children. So if you want that kind of niche, I didn't see it there in abundance. You'd have to go to a Barnes and Noble big box store. And so I wanted to dispel the myth that those books aren't available, and they aren't out there and affordable and things of that nature. And so I decided to, in this COVID environment, not open a bookstore, but grab a big old red truck, and grab some books, throw the books on the back of the truck, and bring the books to the block.
Wow, that's great. And so when you're, I mean, how do folks, first of all, find that you're going to be in their community?
So it's cold outside right now. And so when it's a little bit warmer, I pop up at various farmers markets, community-based events. But then I also ride the block like an ice cream truck. And so this is a new venture for me. I just started in July. And so I didn't have very long to get out there and to get around town. So I've transitioned to do a couple of different things. First and foremost, going into nonprofits, small businesses, churches, things of that nature, to do programming in-house, masked up and all safe, and fun things to do, some readings and some activities. But then additionally, I saw that there was a need for folk that were at these pop-up farmers markets that needed to come indoors some way, somehow. And so I started a little thing on Saturdays. Every couple of months. We've had like 3 or 4 at this point, called The Stowe. And so we popped up at first at Swift Factory there on 5 Corners. And then our next Black Marketplace is actually going to be at the Artist Collective April 30th. And so now if you want to, you can request me. I go out to people's homes. So I do birthday parties, and we'll do a reading, an activity. I've also partnered with my homegirl Candace, who has a mobile painting company, and we do books and brushes. And so we do paint kits with books that inspire the canvas, and kids can have those bundles as well. So, you know, we're just trying to be flexible, trying to be nimble, which is what small businesses do, right? And meet people where they are. And so folk can request for me to come out. You can follow me on IG, and I tell people where I'm going, things like that.
This is a genius idea.
It's fun. It's fun, you know, and it's not, you know, what's new under the sun. There's not a lot of new under the sun, right? But people just bring their, what's new is you. And the things that you do to make it interesting. And so this is, you know, in Connecticut, I would think the first Black owned, intentionally, unapologetically, completely brown book truck. And so if you want to, you know, if the books are reflective of the community that I came from. And so it's exciting that my children, who are older now, but my nieces and nephews and the short people in my life are able to walk up to a truck, and they don't have to scour to find a book that looks like, you know, a character that looks like them, or a book that's written by a person that looks like them. So it's pretty dope to be able to provide that experience for my kids and my family and all the kids in Hartford.
It's such a great idea. It's such a great idea, Jen. I mean, this is just like, this is killer. This is so great. So you wrote on your website, Big Red Book Truck is a mobile bookstore that celebrates the culture by providing children with a literary experience centered around people of color. And I mean, just, I'm floored on how great this idea is, because I mean, kids they love books. They love books.
Right.
And, you know, they want to, like you said, see kids that look like themselves in these books. And a lot of times that's a really a tough thing to find. Yeah. Even in school libraries. So this is great. Now, how do you obtain these books?
So if I told you that, Jenny, you know, we get offline for tell you where I get my books from, where I get my supply. So I go a bunch of different places. I go on big time publishers websites and get some clearance house things. Because the other thing is this, I want to, and I do work really hard to keep books at a price point that's affordable. And so I work really hard not to purchase super expensive books so that I have to, for the return on investment, have to charge something crazy, right? And so I really scour for looking for books that feature protagonists of color, written by people of color. So I look at clearance racks. I can get some of the fancier ones, but I've also unleashed this I've tapped into, let's put it that way, tapped into this whole network of independent Black and brown authors. And so I'm on Instagram scouring and going hand to hand, in people's DMs, like, hey, let me get 10 books for the box for my truck, and doing it that way too. So I'm really proud to be able to showcase independently published authors on the bookshelves as well. And so from big time publishers to independent publishers, and then, everywhere in between, I try to give a diverse flavor of books that hit all kinds of genres. So we've got fantasy, we've got tween, we've got board books for babes, graphic novels, all kinds of fun things that really speak to the breadth of books and topics that are there available out there in the world. I really, really, really find the most joy when I'm one-on-one with folk and able to curate collections and or selections of books. And so someone will sit down or walk up to a booth or a stand or the truck and let me know about the child that they're buying for, right? And then we talk about the type of reader that they are. If they're a reluctant reader, then we try and go for something that that speaks to them as a person. So if they're interested in something in particular, a topic, then we go there with it. And then also just trying to explore with people different genres to just expose them and letting folk know that it's okay not to complete an entire book, because we have adults that are in book clubs that get to go in the first chapter and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna put that down for a minute and then go back to it, or maybe never go back to it, and that's okay. The whole point is to expose people to reading and to get them excited about it, and to build libraries. So a lot of the work that I do with nonprofit organizations when I'm able to find grant funding is I'm able to partner and give away books to build libraries. So exposing kids in small doses to different genres, different authors, kind of explore illustrators and things of that nature to build a library. So if that book in particular that we're going through week one is not for you, it might be for your cousin who comes over on the weekend, who sees it laying on the floor and picks it up and gets really excited about it. So
Jennifer, okay, you're right.
Yeah, books to the block, building personal libraries for the students that I work with, and just exploring literacy and getting lost in some books. So I have a really, really good time doing that work. So in partner with some amazing organizations to do that.
You certainly seem very happy with what you do now. You are an author.
I am.
So, do you write children's books, Jen?
I do. I publish children's books. I publish for in my family. So I did a book, One Word. I don't see it around here. Oh, it is. It's up there. So One Word is my book. And then I wrote a book, and then my daughter wanted to write a book. And so my daughter wrote a poetry book. She's now 14 years old, and, an author is a thing of the past, one thing in feather that she doesn't put that hat on anymore. But we started in that space, creating books, and thought we were unicorns as mom and daughter of color that were writing books, right? And then once we got into this space and started to expose ourselves to the space of children's literature and brown children's literature, we realized that we're not really unicorns, and not like that, we're super dope, right? But so many people who are out there sharing stories of joy, because we hear a lot of stories and people pull out stories that are centered around, the trauma of people of color. And so, a slave book, or, one when a person overcame and they were, gone through so much. But there are so many other books that just share stories of joy and of fantasy and of adventure, of just dope people. And so that is the piece that we transitioned into. So it was the us putting putting out our books that put us into this world that made me decide to kind of sell books and share with people that there's other people that are out there doing it.
Right. Well, I mean, you're kind of, I don't know how to explain it. You're the person bringing everyone together. And that's so important. I wanted to come up with a better word, sorry, better term, but you really are, you're the hub of what, you know, everyone coming together and being able to showcase their work. And you're, you know, spreading the joy. You're spreading the joy of their work. So you're doing something incredibly important, Jen.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I do want to plug one more time the stove, which is, you know, on a Saturday morning, and I'll explain it like this. On a Saturday morning, when your mother woke up, she was running out the door and she said, when I get back from the stove, you better have this house clean. And so that is, and you don't know what that is, right? So that could be the grocery store, the hardware store, the package store, mind your business, right? And so that Black business marketplace is exactly that. So it is that hub, an opportunity for brown businesses to come together and share their goods, try and keep it low cost to enter and share your goods. And so we'll be at the Artist Collective April 30th. So if people aren't able to get connected with me before then, you can definitely see the big red book truck, all of our stuff popped up at the store at the Artist Collective at 12 o'clock on April 30th. But other than that, you can hit me on my on my website, email me, text me, and I can curate a collection of books for you, the little people in your life.
Now you have a virtual bookstore too.
Yes, I do. So people are able to log in and they can purchase through the virtual bookstore and get things done. If they wanted a more personal approach to it, there's book bundles, which is what the sale is for today. The coupon code is BOOM, and so BOOM. 10% off of the book bundles. And so those are a more personalized, curated bundle of books. You know, there's a space for you to kind of describe the child that I'm putting the bundle together for. And I'll, you know, show you some books, and it's a more personal approach to it. So that's what's offered on the website.
That's awesome. And again, the website is bigredbird.org. Jen, thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
Great talking to you too.
And we will see you soon because I love this idea. So
I'll pull up on you.
Okay, you pull up on me, okay?
I will.
I'll see you soon, Jen. Bye. Bye. She's so funny. And what a great idea. Wow, unbelievable. Again, that website is bigredbird.org. Make sure and check it out. Okay. My girl Nora is up next. Nora from Aesthetic Cosmetology. I'm all interested in what she's got to say. Hi, Nora.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
Good. I'm great. So you're actually based in New York, correct?
Yes, I have 2 active licenses. So one license is for Connecticut State and second license is the New York State. So I work in.
But right now you are doing services in New York, correct?
In New York and also in Connecticut as well.
Oh. Okay, so you let me just be clear on this, Nora. Do you come to us or do we come to you?
I come to you.
Okay, all right. I wasn't quite sure. Okay, so you are a master injector.
Yes.
And also you specialize in aesthetic gynecology. So I need to know, first of all, what are you injecting?
I'm injecting, my main is Juvederm.
Okay, so you're getting rid of all those wrinkles.
Yes. And second one is Restylane.
Okay, so that's, is that also?
It's a very famous fillers, yes.
Okay. So where are you injecting folks the most these days there, Nora?
I do Botox,
okay.
Botulinum therapy. Also, I do Juvederm. I do Sculptra. If you're familiar with a Sculptra, it's a collagen.
Okay. Oh, so that's to make like your lips fuller, or
for lips, for the skin, for the sagging skin. It's real collagen. Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's for your skin. That's for your skin. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. These are the services that you offer, but you also specialize in aesthetic gynecology. What is that, Nora?
I do vaginal rejuvenation because I am an ex-doctor from my country.
Okay.
So I had I had a 20 years experience OBGYN as an OBGYN in my field. So
Okay.
I do vagina rejuvenation, mesotherapy, vagina tightening procedures
So how do
as
you
well.
do? So how do you? What's the process in that?
Process is I'm taking from patient, for example, blood, putting on a centrifuge, separating plasma from the blood cells, and I'm mixing with a special mesotherapy. It calls aquashine.
Okay.
It includes hyaluronic acid, high quality. I'm mixing with this, making mixture, and I'm injecting all over the area.
Oh, so that's an injection.
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I'm wondering what this is all about. Thank you, Nora.
You're welcome.
I haven't dabbled in anything at all yet, so I'm fascinated by all of this because some people, like even in their 20s, they're now getting Botox in their face to prevent wrinkles. Is that something that you would say is a good thing?
Of course.
Yeah.
You're gonna prevent mostly wrinkles, aging process, because you know that not ecology process is very different. Weather conditions, food, it affects the skin. So better if you prevent this process with a Botox and fillers. I think it's
the best way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do people mostly get injected? Like, if you were to show me, where do I need to get injected on my face? Where do I need to get injected, Nora?
Let's see.
So let me put these glasses. She's like, let me put these glasses on. Okay. I do got a dent in the middle of my
Your
forehead.
face is ideal, Jenny.
What?
Ideal. Your face is ideal. I don't think you need any injections.
I think you're lying, Nora, but thank you.
No, I'm not.
I mean, I do have one big dent in the middle of my forehead, and I think it's from frowning at my kids for the last 29 years, being mad at my kids like this.
Oh,
so
it's 11. It's 11. Yes.
Yeah. So would you inject me right there, and then
yes.
what would happen? It would just it would just even out?
Yes, I use Botox on that area.
Okay.
That calls 11. 11.
Oh, that's called 11.
Yes.
Okay.
It calls 11 lines. Yes.
Okay, so I need a shot right there in the middle.
Right there.
Okay. All right, that's good. That's good. I might be getting some of that vaginal rejuvenation or whatever it is. I'm gonna get some of that and I'm be like this. Bye, Vic. I'm leaving. No, I'm kidding. So how did you get started with all of this? I mean, I know you said you were for 20 years. You were in OBGYN in your country, which where were you from originally?
Middle East.
Middle East. Okay. So you came here, and how did you get started with your business?
I did started 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I got my degrees and I started. Right now I'm working in Medical Plaza in Ocean Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. And also I'm functioning in West Haven area.
Oh, okay.
So I have place there too.
But you will come to us to our home.
Yes, I do house calls too. Yes.
Okay. So what is the one service, if there's one service that you can pick that we need to get from you, Nora, one service, what would you say?
One service, like you mean it was as a discount or how?
No, I'm saying if there's one thing that you can recommend for us to get.
Oh, mesotherapy.
So what is that?
It's a vitamin therapy with a hyaluronic acid.
Okay, so that's
the best thing.
Or...
Yes.
And that's an injection also?
Injection, yes.
Okay.
Don't worry. I know it's so scary.
It's like this every second. Injection, yes.
Injector.
What is the best way to book with you, Nora?
I have my phone number, contact numbers, and also you can book me through the Instagram. You can book me through the Facebook. I have all of my contacts there.
Okay. So just book you and then
text me. You can text me on my phone. You can book me.
Okay. And you have a special for the folks watching tonight, correct?
Yes, 10% off.
10% off.
Botox therapy. 10% off.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Nora. You are from Aesthetic Cosmetology, New York. Make sure and DM Nora right now for 10% off of Botox. I think I'm going to get this thing right here filled in, so we'll see what happens.
I will be there for you.
Nora's like, I'll help you out with that dent right there.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Nora. It was great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Take care. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.
She's hilarious. Okay, and I think that's it for tonight. I think that's all we have tonight for Small Business Tuesdays. We were supposed to have one other person, but he didn't make it, so that's okay. Maybe he got busy. Small Business Tuesdays every Tuesday is brought to you by Domain Entertainment Group, Rick Ross and Jeezy, March 26th at Foxwoods. Get your tickets right now at foxwoods.com. And if you would like to be on Small Business Tuesdays, just DM me. Just let me know. Send me a message, and we will definitely get you booked. We're right now booking into the middle of May, so you're going to have to wait a little bit, but that's okay. We're just giving everybody an opportunity to be on the show. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock is Bad Marriage for Life. Me and Vic get on here and tell all our business. Thank you for watching. Good night, Nora.
Good night.
Bye.